Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. So glad you're here. Excited for today's yoga session. A little different today. We're going to go back to that active pulse. I got some good positive feedback on that and it's kind of fun. A little different. So we will be doing poses and pulsing in those yoga poses as well as getting a deeper stretch. So that transition into an active recovery, nice deep stretch, really good to just kind of check in with your breathing, check in with your body, making sure how everything's going. Make sure that you stop and take a drink as often as you need one. This one can get you a little hot and sweaty, so a towel handy if you need it. And we're going to get right into it. So if you do need to take a little bit of time to warm up, we'll get warmed up. But if you want to just do a little bit of something, if you're just like rolling out of bed, feel free to take your time and then press that play button and we'll get going. So we are going to start today standing and we are going to work from a narrow squat to a wide squat. So if you will, a chair pose. So mindful of our squat position, we want to shift our weight back into our heels, toes are lifted. We're going to keep those core muscles engaged. Options for the arms, hands can be at heart center or you can extend those arms overhead or out to a T. So you decide what's right for you and you can always switch it up too. So you don't have to just stick with one position if you chose one. So if the shoulders get tired with the arms overhead or the arms out to a T, you just pull them in to heart center. Keeping that core strong, shift your weight back towards your heels. So we're gonna start with the hands at heart center and we're gonna do a narrow pulse and step out to the right, wide, narrow squat to the left. So now just moving from side to side, core staying strong, chest staying tall. Noticing where your weight is distributed, knees transing out right over those toes. If you like, adding those arms. You can switch it out at any point. You can move at your pace. Last one, each side. We're gonna come to center that narrow squat, and we're gonna pulse. 3. Getting 10 times, 8, 9, 10 to step it out to the right, 10 pulses. If those arms get tired, bring them down. 9, 10, bring it in, 10. Beautiful. 9 and 10, step it to the left. And back to center. How you doing? You feel that heat? Yes, sir. And step it to the right. Almost there. And step it in. How those arms? You need to pull them down? You doing okay? Step it out. And pull it in, hold your chair, sink low, breathe, and rise. Awesome job, arch it back just a little bit. Oh, open those arms out to a T, step it nice and wide, turn those toes out, and hinge it forward all the way over. Oh, just relax the weight of the upper body. Making sure that heart rate isn't too high. Give yourself just a second if you need to before you do that forward fold if the heart rate's really high. Taking a hold of the ankles, gently pull. Breathe. Releasing through that lower back, stretching down the backs of the legs. Now if you're taking special care of your lower back, bend your knees, place your hands just above those bent knees and begin to roll it up. Back feels amazing. Extend those arms out to a T and let's hinge it all the way back up. Awesome. Relax those arms. Let's turn to the top of the mat. It doesn't have to be right at the top of the mat, so you decide. We just want to have enough room to the back of the mat that we can move. So we're going to incorporate chair to a crescent lunge here. Again, arms, hands can be at heart center. You can extend those arms out in front to shoulder height, or again, arms can be overhead. We're going to bring those feet to hip width apart, toes pointing straight ahead. Core is strong. We're going to shift our weight to our heels, and we're going to bend those knees. We're going to do 5 pulses here. And then step it back, right foot to crescent lunge. 5 pulses. And step it back to chair, feet hip width apart. And step it back to crescent, left foot. And step it in, 5 pulses. And we step back with that right. How we doing, you guys? Breathe. And step it back with the left. And step it in. Oh, we're getting there. And step it back. Right leg. Step it in with that right. How are those arms? Step it back with the left. Always pull them in if you need to. Step it in. Core strong. One more time each side. Right leg back. So that front leg is just lifting. Breathe, step it in. One more time with that left. Step it back left. And step it in. Now let's step it back with that right. Hold your crescent lunge. Extend those arms overhead. Oh yes, you feel those legs. Circle the arms to the back. All the way around and overhead. Circle those arms forward, around and overhead. Straighten that front leg. Give yourself just a little release. And then sink back into that crescent. Pull the hands to heart center. We rotate, placing that right elbow to the left knee. Find that breath. Slow it down. This active pulse, great way to fire up that heart rate, to get a little sweaty, to work hard. And then that active recovery, guys, giving that body a chance to let go of tension and tightness, to lengthen muscles, tendons. We come back to center, extend those arms overhead, step forward, and reach, arch it back. Oh, yes. Inhale it up tall, and step it back with that left foot to your crescent lunge. Circle the arms to the back, big circle. All the way around behind, all the way up tall. Sweep it forward, big circle. All the way around behind and up tall. Pull the hands to heart center, turn, placing that left elbow to the right knee. Working to get those hands towards heart center. Find your breath. Those legs are nice and toasty, eh? Hopefully you're feeling fantastic. If you need a drink, grab one. And we turn it back to face front. Extend the arms overhead. Big circle of the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. And extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Let's do one half flow here, just because they feel good. Inhaling it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. Now we're going to transition between our high plank and our down dog with a little bit of zest here, my friends. Inhaling to high plank. We do 5 pulses, halfway down or a little bit less than half. And then we're going to take it back and reach that right hand to the left foot. Bring it back to plank, 5 pulses. You can be on your toes or your knees. Take it back, reach with that left hand, back to your right foot. Come back to plank, 5 pulses. Right hand reaches back to that down dog. Now you can keep both hands down and to plank. 5 pulses. Really firing up those triceps, those shoulders. Left hand reaches back. Touch the toes and back to plank. We have 1 more each side. Breathe. Right hand reaches back and back to plank. 5 pulses. And left hand reaches back and come to plank. Now just hold your plank. Breathe. Find your breath. That was a doozy, eh? Hopefully that was challenging, but doable. Now let's press it back to down dog. Really pressing through the palms of the hands, guiding that weight back. Little shake of your head, yes or no. And then just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Core strong. And we're just checking in, guys. New, different ways to challenge ourselves. Just making sure that we're being mindful, that we're being kind, that we're challenging, but not going too far. And breathe. Let's take our gaze. Allow both heels to sink and take your gaze out underneath that right arm. And now the left. And let's inhale it to high plank. Release the knees and sit it back to child's pose. Just give those shoulders a break for just a moment because we're going to come back and really work those shoulders and incorporate those obliques. Breathe. Let's pull those hands back by your feet. And just open your palms to the sky. Let the tension go in the shoulders. So our side plank, you can always be on your knee. Great alternative. You can always be on your forearm. Another great alternative to being up on your hand. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and low. Spread your fingers wide. And let's inhale up to a modified high plank. So we're going to work from the knee first. So we're going to shift onto that left arm. Right arm extends to the sky. So we come into a side plank, reaching up out of those shoulders, up through the tips of the fingers. And I want you to really be mindful that the shoulder and the wrist are in line. Breathe. So as we exhale, we're going to draw that knee in, elbow in, and then extend it out. If you need to tap the toe, tap the toe. Draw it in, reach it out. Now, if you're feeling spicy and strong today, be up on that foot and reach it out and reach. Extend, pull it in and extend. Now, if you're feeling extra spicy, let's do 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach it out. Yes. Pull it in. And reach it out. Pull it in. So options, guys. Out. Pull it in. Nice. Reach it out one more time. Pull it in. And reach it out. And coming back to side plank. And releasing it down to plank. Let's crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Sit it back to child's pose. So we just checking in, guys. How'd it go? Feeling good? Feeling challenged? Feeling strong? I hope so. Now it's just an opportunity to relax and to let go of any tension, any tightness. If your body is saying, wow, what the heck, that's good. Challenge it. Now, normally you hear me say, you don't want your body to say, what the heck. When we are challenging it with those active pulses, yeah, we want to throw in some confusion. That's a beautiful thing, as long as there's no pain. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. We're going to inhale it up to that modified plank. And this time, we're going to keep that right knee down, rolling it open and extending left arm to the sky. Reaching it up as high as you can reach. Breathe. Now, as you exhale, Pull the knee in, elbow in, and extend it out. Pull it in, extend it out. Pull it in. So that glute med on that left side, you might notice it right away. If you're feeling good, spicy, strong, legs are up, we pull it in and extend it out. Pull it in. Those core muscles working overtime, guys. Pull it in, reach it out. Pull it in, flex that foot, reach it out one more time just like this. And then if it feels right to you, add those pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reach it out. Pulse. And reach. And pulse. Doing awesome, you guys. Hang in there. You can always be on that forearm. And reach. Just a couple more. Last one. Reach it out and release that leg. Slowly releasing your hand. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Oh yeah. And child's pose. Let's roll those wrists. There's a lot of work for the wrists if you were up on your hand. Just breathe. And go ahead and release. Let's extend those arms out. Bend the elbows, bringing the forearms to the mat. And we're going to bring the palms to gently touch, spreading your fingers wide. Now slowly bend the elbows and draw the heels of the hands towards the back of the head. Breathe. Checking in. Find that breath. All right, guys, we're going to keep this work going, extending those arms out. Let's walk the hands up. We're going to come up to a kneeling position. Breathe. Okay, so as we come into that kneeling position, if you need to fold your mat back on itself to give yourself a little extra layer of cushion for your knees, make that happen. So some options, guys. We can have some counterweight with those arms out in front of us, or we can cross the hands across the chest. I want you to really focus on keeping a nice long line from knees to the crown of the head. So rather than sitting back, we're going to lean back and then come back up. So you can decide where it's right for you. Those arms extended out or those arms crossed. Knees are hip width apart. Back, so you really feel those core muscles and those quads. Breathe. So just kind of a natural drawing of the chin down towards the chest. Lean back. Squeezing those buns, guys. Now, if you're feeling spicy, take it back in for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Again, back. 2, 3, and up. So it's not super fast. Mindful that we're not bottom, drop down towards those heels. So hinging from those hips, we want to stay long. Not arching the back. We're just keeping that nice neutral spine. Lean it back. 2, 3. You can just stay with those singles too, guys. You don't have to do that pulse. Listen to your body. Yes. Love the way this feels. Almost like if you're guys, you wouldn't get this. Or if you've never worn one, you won't get it either. But I think this is the sensation of a girdle. It feels pretty awesome. Breathe. Great pelvic floor exercise. Awesome for those quadriceps. And up. We've got 3 more. Breathe. 2, 3. Last 2. How you doing? Oh, yes. These add up. And rise. One more time. Breathe. And up. Nice job. Let's walk those hands out to a tabletop position. Core is strong. Hands shoulder width apart. Take a big breath into cow pose. Tummy towards the floor. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone and press that floor away. Inhale it back to cow. Exhaling into cat. Let's do 2 more each direction. Just moving with your breath. Feels so good. Last one each way. And we come back to our neutral spine. Shift your weight to your right hand. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach up as high as you can reach. And then exhale, sweep that left hand through. Shoulder to the mat. Side of the head to the mat. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up. Find that breath. If it feels right to you, take your gaze up, finding the base of your thumb. Rotating that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Nice work, you guys. Almost there, a couple more. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down and press it back up to tabletop. Breathe, and we shift our weight to our left hand. Right arm extends to the sky, reach up. Exhale and sweep that right hand through. Shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up. Just as high as you can reach. Just feel a great stretch through that upper and middle back. Rotating that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. And exhale, slowly release it down, pressing it back up to tabletop. And let's come over onto one hip. Sweeping your feet around, let's slide on down to the top of the mat. So this one's fun. Fun. Everybody else says you have a twisted sense of fun. Sometimes, yes, I do. All right, you guys, so we're going to come to, it's kind of a combination of eagle and boat. So we need a new name for that. The winged boat. I don't even know. But if you have an idea, let me know. So we're going to cross that right leg up and over the left. And if you're able to, wrap that right foot around the back of that left calf. So if you're not able to, just tuck those legs as tightly together as possible. And then we're going to take those arms out. And then we're going to wrap that right arm underneath the left at the crook of the elbows and bring the palms to touch. So our seated eagle, this is challenging enough. But here we go, rocking it back to lift those feet. Breathe. So you can hold right here. Or we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and open. 3, 2, 1. So this is not a big movement, guys, because there's not a ton of space between the elbows and the knees. So we're just bringing in to touch and then opening, keeping that belly button drawn in and open. 3, 2, 1, and open. How you doing? 3, 2, 1, and open. So this is a ton of work, you guys, for your entire body. 3, 2, 1, and open. 3, 2, 1, and open. Almost there. 3, and open. Last one. And open. Oh, release. Butterfly. Soles of the feet together and just round it over. Yeah, you feel those outer hips, the inner thighs, the shoulders, the core. That's a good one. Just let your upper body be heavy. Doesn't matter how close in your feet are, just whatever feels good to you. Just that active recovery, my friends. Now starting at your tailbone, just slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time, till we sit up tall. Guess what? We have 2 legs. So we're going to rock it back, and this time we're going to take that left leg up and over the right. And we're going to do our best to wrap that left foot around the back of that right calf. If it doesn't wrap, guys, just tuck those feet as close together, those legs as close together as you can. And we're going to open up those arms, crossing the left arm underneath the right, wrapping at the crook of the elbows, bringing the palms to touch, space in that upper back. Now here we go to lean back, point those toes, breathe. Now you can just hold here, or we go 1, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, and open. 1, 2, 3, and open. Your pace, those little pulses, and then that open. Extending those legs a little bit. Can't happen a lot. Mainly it's that left or that right leg that's extending. See, my legs are all in a twist. I can't even tell which leg is which. Just kidding. And open, squeeze, and open. Awesome job, you guys. Hang in there. And open. You feel that? Oh my goodness. And open. 2 more. And open. Last one. And open. Oh, untwist. And forward fold in that butterfly. Wowzers. Breathe. Nice big deep breaths. Just let your body fold forward. Let it melt. Starting at that tailbone, we roll it on up. Inhale, reach the arms, circle the arms around behind your back. Bring your fingertips to point towards your bottom and lean back onto those hands. Let's keep that butterfly position with those legs. Lift those hips and then draw your bottom in and pull it back out. Keeping that core strong. Draw it in and press it out. Kind of a little squeeze of those glutes. Strong through that belly. A little bit of a pelvic tilt. Breathe. One more time. Bring it in and pull it out and set your bottom down. Nice job. Let's slide a little bit further down the mat so we've got plenty of room towards the back, and we're going to slowly roll it back. Extending those legs out nice and long, reaching those arms overhead. Breathe. And let's circle those arms around, pulling one knee in towards the chest. Just give yourself a second here. And let's extend that right leg, hands behind your calf, your thigh, down towards your ankle, whatever feels good to you. Point your toes. Now your option is to keep that left leg either bent, sole of the foot to the mat, long leg to the mat, or lift that left leg. And we're going to lift the upper body and pull that leg in 3 times, and then switch. 3 tugs, and switch. So we keep that upper body off the mat if we can. So if the neck starts to feel this, guys, you can always support with the opposite hand as the leg that's coming forward. You can always release that upper body down to the mat. If you're loving it and you're feeling the challenge, guys, draw that belly button down towards the mat and really see how much of your shoulder blades you can get off the mat. So this pulsing scissors, flexibility for the hamstrings and the calves, strength everywhere. Breathe. Almost there, guys. 2 more times each leg. 1 more time each leg. And pull it in. Both knees come in towards the chest. Just relax the weight of the upper body down. And just gently rock side to side. You guys are awesome. Breathe. And come back to center. Let's gently release that right foot to the mat. And then the left. Hands come down by your sides, palms to the mat. Tuck the pelvis so that the small of the back presses into the mat, and let's slowly press through the heels as we lift our hips towards the sky, coming up to bridge pose. Breathe. Top of bridge pose. Keeping that core strong, keeping those glutes engaged. We're going to do 3 little pulses. 3 and back to that bridge pose. 3 pulses, so that 3 pulses intensifies, and then we come back just to our normal boat or to our normal bridge and back. So we're staying engaged, guys, with those pulses. It's like we go from an 8 to a 10 on that squeeze scale. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, 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 and back. Squeeze. So we're staying, that intensity, and just increasing a smidge. You feel that? Oh, buns of fire. And release it a little bit. Last one, squeeze, 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 and ever so slowly roll it back down. 1 vertebra coming to the mat at a time, till your bottom is the very last to touch. That feels good. Extend that left leg out. Right knee comes in. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of your knee and just gently pull it across. Find your breath. Wringing out any kind of tension going on. You guys did awesome. What'd you think of that active pulse? Challenging, but fun. Different alternative. Breathe. So you guys might feel things a little differently today, tomorrow, or the next day. Second day is always the one where it kind of gets you. And hopefully it feels that hurts so good. Just a little bit of soreness, letting you know that you did good stuff to get stronger. And let's gently release, rolling back to center, extending right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and lower the leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat, take your gaze out over that left arm. So feedback, guys. I always love constructive criticism. So if you've got anything, or if there's anything where you're like, hey, I would love to do this, let me know, because that's what I'm here for, is you guys. I just want to help make your day a little bit better. So hopefully that's happening. That's always my goal. A little brighter, a little stronger. Finding that best version of you, best version of me. That's what it's about, you guys. Living our best life, right? And I hope you are doing just that. Releasing that right hand and rolling back to center. Extending that left leg. Little external rotation through that hip. And slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Our arms come down by our sides, turning the palms open to the sky. A well-deserved Shavasana. If you prefer, you can rest your hands comfortably on your tummy. And of course, if you are more comfortable in a position other than on your back, just find that place that feels the best to you. And take a few moments to close your eyes, to breathe and to let go of the rest of the world. Aware of the beat of our heart, the length and depth of our breath, that sense of accomplishment. Self-care, kindness. We can be our worst critics, guys. So let that go and celebrate the amazing you of here and today. Now, even if you're not feeling too amazing today, know in your heart that you have people in your life that know that you are amazing. Remind yourself of that. Let your breath guide you to a peaceful place. And know that I think you're pretty incredible. I appreciate you, and I send light and love your way every day, whether we're together or not. Take your time, and as you're ready, extend those limbs, reach it out, point your toes, reach through those fingertips. Big deep breath. And however it feels right to you, find a safe way to come up to a seated position, taking all the time you need. And come to that seated position, resting your hands comfortably. Sit up nice and tall. And just take a moment. How do you feel? Put a smile on your face. Fill and empty those big, beautiful lungs. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Awesome job, you guys, today. Thank you for being here. Be well, take care of yourselves. And as I said before, light and love to each and every one of you, each and every day. Until the next time, my friends, namaste.